Hello, hello, hello.
Wait. I have not online. I am not Facebook Live. I'll message you once I go. I have just recorded. Please wait. Please
Okay,
start.
thank you. Thank you so much for organizing this lesson. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Dr. Sanga. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful day, and I really do not take anything for granted. I'm grateful for coming back to IIU platform to come and share my inspirational nugget of wisdom. So thank you so much. And also thank you to Sir Piyush Pandit for this great university, International Intensive University. I really want to say thank you for inviting me again to share my series of mindset. So let's go straight to the point now. Okay, you're all welcome. And this is another beautiful day that God has made. We continue to rejoice and be glad in it. We've started this section long time, and we just continue with this moment. And I want to welcome all our listeners, our learners, our participants. And I believe that you are ready to share you are ready to learn from us on this International Intensive University platform. So before I go any further, my name is Dr. Lucas Afolalu, bachelor degree in business and management at University of Northampton, UK. I'm also the founder and director of Yes You Can International and Yes You Can International Academy. And I'm also the founder of Elizabeth Creations and Talkments Limited. I'm also the award-winning author of a book called Yes You Can, together with many books that you are seeing on the screen. And you can get your copy on Amazon, www.amazon.com. I'm also the global inspirational speaker, youth mentor, and global advisor, award-winning author, and also global advisor. And I'm also a very happy lady sitting right in front of you, eager to share inspirational nugget of wisdom on mindset for leadership. Okay, so but before I go any further, I acknowledge Sir Piyush Pandit, the founder of International Intensive University, and the trustees, the founders, and the vice chancellors, educators, organizers of this great university. I also want to thank you once again to all our listeners and participants. And I want to say happy Sunday, because I really appreciate your time. This is the time that I know that some of you should be relaxing, enjoying, probably go to church, stay with the family, but you've chose to be with us today. And I do not take your time for granted. So thank you for joining us. And I believe that we will all enjoy the valuable knowledge I'm about to share. So thank you so much. Right, let's go further down. I'll quickly want to tell you about International Intensive University, which is a leading virtual education system, global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs, especially in education globally. It is a trusted name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe, including me, because I'm also young, vibrant, and I'm also a learner. In a short span of time, International Intensive University has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Sir Piyush Pandit, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. And on top of it as well, we regularly in IIU organize convocation. So if you are interested, you want to learn, and you also want to get a degree, or you want to get being selected and be honored for doctorate honorarily, then contact IIU and they will be able to give you more information. So, and they also have various programs, such as Who I Am. That's another project. At the moment, they are also talking about another school in India, which has been collaborated with IIU. And we also have another programs that you can join. But guess what? The best thing for you as a learner and somebody that wants to make a difference in this world, the best for you is to contact IIU and get all the informations and be learned, become passionate to impact into other people's life. Education is the way to success. Education is the key to the future. Don't be left out and don't be ignorant. Talk to any of the IIU members and get yourself sorted out. Anyway, let's move on now to our sections today. Our sections today is about mindset for leadership. And I'm just going to ask you few simple questions. Are you comfortable the way you are currently? Are you happy about the events occurring in your life, in your leadership, and even in your relationship? Are you happy? The way you are leading people, the way you yourself are relating with others. Are you happy with your life? Can you say that the mindset you have currently and maybe have held on to for a long have affected your life, your leadership, your relationship, and even in the society positively? I want you to think about these questions and be ready as we unfold to you today on mindset for transformation in leadership. Okay, so what if the mindset you have right now have separated you from your friends, denied you of precious favors and opportunities that you're supposed to have, and have been a major barrier to your own happiness and self-fulfillment? Because I tell you something, no matter your position or title in this world, if your mindset is not right, you will struggle, you won't be happy, you can even be depressed. So that is why it is so important that we keep talking about the state of our mindset. So will you say that your mindset has and is attracting the right people and the opportunities to you. Remember, as a leader, if your mindset is as fixed as anything else, you will continue to manage people, lead people the way that is not right. It's possible. And Keta, can I tell you also something right from the beginning? The state of your mindset will determine how you lead people. The state of your mindset will determine how you see people and respect them. The state of your mindset will also lead you to do the right or the wrong thing. The state of your mindset as well will lead you to make so many promises and never deliver. So that is why it's very important that you tune in with me today and let's keep sharing. Art of leading a group of people is an organization or a country. So if you are a leader, you can lead people, you can lead your younger ones. Leaders are everywhere. If you are a parent, you are a leader. If you're seniors with your siblings, you are a leader. If you are leading, if you are doing one thing or the other, you are a leader. If you are serving people, you are a leader. So everyone is a leader. But let me quickly share this truth with you. Definition: a leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. Are you a leader? Carl Berchon stated that they may forget what you've said, but they will not forget how you made them feel. As a true leader, as a transformational and inspirational leader, you need to be in a position to be able to do something or make people feel they are part of life, they are part of community, to make them feel happy, to make them feel secured. That is what a leader is all about. George Harrison said, with love, we can serve and save the world. And I'm throwing it to you. As a leader, you can serve and save the world with love. So if the love is in you, you can share that love to others. Remember what the word of God said. Love God with all of your heart. Love God and love yourself. And if you can love yourself, then you can love your neighbor. And the word says, love your neighbors as yourself. Did you see how powerful it is to love? So you need to love God, you need to love yourself, and you need to love others as a leader. So before we start anything else, or even if you don't get anything from what I'll be sharing with you for the next few minutes, get this right. Love is the greatest. You love what you do, you love the people around you, you love yourself, you love God. Love is the greatest if we are talking about the mindset of a leader. So, what is the qualities of this leadership we're talking about? Number one, empathy. This is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame of influence. That is the capacity to place oneself in another position. In just a short moment, I mean, the only thing I will say about this is, as a leader, be human for a change. Not just a title, not just a position, but be human. for a change, because we are all human beings created by God. So when you are leading or you are in a position of leading others, put them in your shoe, feel the way they feel before you start leading them, and before you make any decision or before you start treating others. Know that you are all, or we are all, human beings, and we have the right to be treated nicely, fairly, and be respected. So when you are a leader, a true leader must be empathy. You must show empathy. You must show that you understand the feelings of others. And when you make your decision or you make some policies, always make sure you are dealing with human beings. Number 2, integrity. Oh, yes. Integrity is very important. It's the practice of being honest, showing a consistent and uncompromising to strong moral and ethical principles and values. Integrity is regarded as the honesty and truthfulness or accuracy of one's action. So if we are talking about mindset of a leader, I want you to just ponder in your mind, am I honest to myself? Am I honest to others? Am I really practicing being honest? Or you just say something and you do another thing? We need to be honest, because that is where the respect will come from. That is where people will be able to listen to you. Imagine if you are telling people, do something. Maybe you lay down some laws and regulations, and you want the people around you or the people you are leading to follow those rules, those laws, those policies, those procedures, and you are breaking that law. You are not really showing an example. As a great leader, a transformational leader, you need to be the example of what you are sharing or teaching or telling people. Be example of your words. If you say that thing is yes, let it be yes. If you say that thing is not good, let it not be good. And you too, practice it. Let them see from your actions. I always say this as a leader. Leader is the person that lays the example for people to follow. So if you are a true leader, are you honest to yourself? Are you honest to what you say to people, or especially those under you? Are you being honest? Are you practicing it? Are you consistent in your doings? Are you really consistent? Because they are watching you as a leader. The reason why you are in that position, because you have what it takes to lead people. So you need to be honest to yourself. You cannot deny yourself. You cannot even pretend. Because tell me what? Pretend will not last. Telling the lies will not last. I know we are not perfect. I know we are human beings. But we can get ourselves better if we truly want to act on the leadership that we have been called to. A leader needs to show integrity in whatever they are doing, so that when the followers are copying or watching or learning from a leader, let it be the duplicate of honesty and integrity. So I'm asking you questions. Because when we are talking of mindset, we are not here to dictate. We are here to reason together. And when we are talking about mindset, mindset is what the informations you've been stored in your mind. So it's very important that we put on the quality of a leader. What makes some leader different from another leader is the state of their leadership. Like I said right from the beginning, we are all leaders, but there are leaders, and there are leaders. So you need to differentiate yours. You need to define your own leadership. And these are the qualities that you need while you are defining your leadership. Can I also tell you something? It's not what you say that who you are that matters. It's what people see you doing, how people perceive you that matters. So if you call yourself a leader and we are working differently, or you are behaving, or your attitude is totally different from being a leader, leave everything to people that surround you to judge. So it is very important that we are honest to ourselves. I am not perfect. I'm learning from this mindset series as well. That's why I always say, let's come together, let's reason together, let's learn together. And then we grow. Then we can impart into other people's lives. Number 3, humility. A leader that cannot humble themselves, I wonder how they want to serve people. Because that's the first quality. I mean, that's the first thing you need to do. If you want to learn from others, you need to humble yourself. If you want to lead people, you have to humble yourself. If you want to serve people, you need to humble yourself. If you want to guide people, you need to humble yourself. Because nobody knows it all. And we are all growing every day. And the more we are growing in age, the more we are growing in wisdom. And the only way we can learn from one another, the only way we can learn from our mistakes is when we humble ourselves and accept ourselves. Accept it that, yes, we are wrong. Accept it that, yes, we failed. Accept it that, yes, we've made mistake. And be ready to say, I'm sorry. Be ready to say, I'm sorry. Forgive yourself and forgive others. You can only do it when you humble yourself. Nobody knows it all. And nobody is perfect. Okay. More on quality of a leader. Accountability is ethic and governance. Accountability is availability. People can rely on you. It's an expectation of account giving. You are accounted to the people that follows you. You are appointed because they know you can lead them. You can guide them. You are appointed because they see the quality in you. You are appointed because you are a leader and you have the quality of a leader. So you need to be accountable for your attitude, for your actions, for what you say with your mouth, how you treat people, how you respect people. You have to be accountable because, believe it or not, the people around you are watching you and they are following you and they are learning from you. So if you are a bad leader, then you will duplicate the bad people. If you are a bad leader, then you will have a bad followers. And that is why we are learning all these skills every day. So we need to be accountable or be responsible for our actions. Be responsible for the informations we have in our mindset. Be responsible. He said, as the man thinks, so is he. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking positively or negatively? So be accountable. We are talking about mixed. I've been sharing on this platform on mindset. That is why I just went straight to talk about this leadership, because I believe by now you should know me with mindset. So that's why I didn't go through the theory of mindset. Because you know, right from beginning, I will always say you that mindset is in two ways. You have either be fixed mindset or growth mindset. And you can believe with me that if your mind is still fixed, then the people you are leading, they go nowhere. They are stuck in one place, in their comfort zone, because you don't have any new things to come and share with them. But the more we are growing every day, our wisdom is increasing, our experience are increasing, our knowledge is increasing. But if you say to yourself you don't want to learn more, then you are not capable of leading the people. The life is changing every day. The world is changing every day. So be accountable for that. Be responsible for others. Be responsible for your thinking, your thoughts. Be responsible for your actions, your lifestyle. Be responsible for what you even say to people, how you judge people, how you criticize people, how you listen, if you are at all, you are listening to them. So be accountable as a leader. I can say here, I can be here all day, talk about accountability, but I will move forward, because you will give account of what you do as a leader. Those you are leading, you will give account of them, how you are leading them, how you are guiding them, how they are learning from you and become and achieving and succeeding. You will give account of that. They are your responsibilities. So let's move forward. The next one is transparency. This implies openness, communication, accountability, service to motivate behaviors that will help achieve one goal. Be past transparent. Let them know, those people around you, that you are human like them. Be open. Don't make yourself a big figure that people cannot approach you. Be approachable. Be flexible, because everybody is different. And if you are going to really guide these people and lead them, you need to be open to them. Come to their level. Help them out. Motivate them, because it's not easy. Life is not easy. Everything in this world is not easy. Challenges left and right. Problems all over the place. Uncertainty cropping up. Wars everywhere. Earthquake everywhere. Family disorder. Yes, but they need somebody to lift their spirit up, to let them know that yes, they can do it, in respect of circumstances that surround them, in respect of challenges they are facing and the adversity they are into. They can still come out of it. They can still overcome. You can even share your own story of one or two of how you've overcame in one way or the other. Maybe overcome from fear to faith. You need to motivate them. Be transparent and be open to them. Say the truth. Truth is very bitter, but say the truth, because it's the only truth that can set us free. So say the truth to them. Even if you have to die on that, say the truth. Communicate effectively. That is why sometimes I always tell people, because you are a leader doesn't mean you can't learn anything else. You keep learning. You keep developing yourself in the areas of communication, in the areas of motivation. When you motivate yourself, then you can motivate others. When you can communicate effectively, then you can reach out to so many people out there. When you communicate, you can build your relationship. When you communicate, you can also entertain others. When you can communicate effectively, in respect of which country you are from, your gender, people will want to listen to you. So be open, be yourself, be the best of you. Be simple so that people can come closer. Be approachable. Don't make yourself an island that people cannot reach. So be transparent in whatever you're doing. Let people believe, or no, let people understand what you are doing. Let them know your stand. That is why sometimes maybe you need to set your standard. Maybe sometimes you need to set up a rules and policy and protocols. Maybe sometimes you let people know your visions so that they will know they will know your journey. Maybe you need to share what you're doing. You have to share your visions, your aspirations, your dreams with your co-workers, with people that works under you as an employer. Maybe you need to be reminding them constantly of what you stand for. Because if you're close to yourself, nobody will learn from you, and nobody will improve, and nobody will develop anything. So we need to be transparent. Remember I said, we have to be acceptable. We have to be accountable for others. We also need to be responsible for ourselves, our actions towards others. So transparency is very, very important as a leader. Let your yay be yay and keep improving yourself. And don't stop building yourself up or getting better, because we don't know it all. What we knew last year might be different from what we need to know to fit into the change of today. Be determined as a leader. If a leader is given up, what do you expect the ones following the leader will do? So if you are giving up, say, oh no, we can't reach that goal. Oh, we can't do this thing. Oh, it is too hard. Oh, it is too big. Then the people that follows you will give up as well. But if a leader is very positive and be determined that no matter the tasks, no matter the challenges, we shall reach this goal. We shall achieve this goal. Like we are all working on sustainable development goals for 2030. And I still believe we still have about 7 years to achieve it. And yes, we can. We have various of NGOs, organizations, institutions. And if we leaders can gather together and work together, collaborate together, partner together, love one another in respect of our differences, then we can reach the goal. That is what a quality of a leader. So we need to be determined. We need to be determined. Determination is a positive emotional feeling that involves persevering towards difficult goals in spite of obstacles. Determination occurs prior to goals attainment. We need to be determined. We don't need to break our focus for anything. We don't need to be distracted. Either we like it or not, discouragement will come. Disappointment will come that you yourself did not prepare for. But they will come. So are you going to give up because of this disappointment? We all, if you can look at if you can research it well, majority of leaders face disappointment every day. What makes them to stand up as a leader is because they did not give up. They did not lose hope and they did not quit. Some of them, they failed several times. They've made mistakes several times. They fall several times. But they keep rising up and keep walking forward. That is the spirit of determination. So you rise up, take a giant leap, and press on. I like one of my mentors that always say this: if you cannot fly, run. And if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But don't stand still. Keep moving on. Even if you are crawling, one day you will reach there. And even if you are flying, you will still reach there and you will not cross your boundary. So that is the spirit of determination. That is the quality of a great leader, a transformational leader. Where you look back and see all the people that are following you, that are reading and learning from you, then that is enough. That is enough courage for you to move on, to press on and never give up. The only way to be determined is when you have the positive mindset. Get that from me. A negative mindset will hold you back as a leader. A negative mindset will even create fear in you as a leader to take some steps or take risks. A negative mindset will hold you back. Negative mindset will not even allow you to learn new skills, new things, because you are afraid to step forward, because you are afraid to move to your next level, because you are afraid to jump the bridge. So you need to be determined as a leader. That's a great quality of a leader. Believe with this view, you understand that as a leader, we are not just calling ourselves a leader. We have to portray that good quality to attract, to influence, to impart, and to inspire others to do the same thing. Okay, let's move on. I have a very important question here, and I'm also pondering as well. And I want you also to ponder with me. Reason why our leaders failed. Don't get me wrong, it's good. We are all allowed to fail. But then we can learn from our failure. And we cannot be afraid not to fail. Even sometimes we fail already before we know that we are failing. Nobody plans to fail. The failure comes on our way of our journey. But let us just ponder why our leaders fail. The first one, refusing to take responsibility for any of their challenges the organization is facing. Sometimes we try to blame others. We do the blaming game. Sometimes we don't accept our own failure. Sometimes we don't accept our defeat. Sometimes we don't accept our own mistakes. Once we make that mistake and we realize we are failing, the next thing we want to do is, who shall I blame? That makes me, I just remember a story from the Bible. When God called Adam our first man, and asked him, why are you hiding? What's going on? He said, the woman is it not the woman you gave me? Imagine, just quickly jump into conclusion and blaming and pushing his responsibility to the woman. And he's the man, he's the head. He's the first to be created. He's the one that God gave the power, the authority, the garden, everything. They place it in his hand. It was later on that God says that it is not good to live, it is not good it's not good to leave the man alone in the garden. That he now created a woman. And look at it. As a man, he doesn't know that he's a leader. He doesn't know his right. He doesn't know his position. He doesn't know what has been kept or entrusted to lead, to keep. And then one slightly thing is ready to blame the woman. The same thing happens in the whole world. Nobody wants to take any responsibility, even in employment, even in a business, even in companies, organizations, even in schools. Nobody wants to take any responsibility. They're looking for somebody to blame so that they can shy away from that feeling. And that is why we can't learn. That is why we keep failing. Because if we don't learn from our failure, then we keep failing. Then the second one, abusing the privileges of a leader, of leadership. Oh, yes. Sometimes we forget ourselves when we get there. Sometimes we forgot even where we started. Sometimes we've forgotten that some of us have to crawl, work hard, go through the shames, go through everything before we get there. And we get there as a leader, we forgot the past. We forgot that even where others are now, you were there before. And the next thing you want to do, because you are a leader, you want to abuse others. Because you are a leader, you want to talk bad, talk them down, abuse them, harass them. No. As a leader, you need to show a good example. As a leader, remember I said it earlier from the beginning, that you have to be empathy because you've been there before. Yes, you might work hard. Get this from me. You might work hard to get to where you are going or where you are now. But believe it, it's the grace of God. Because there's many people that can do the same work you are doing and they didn't reach that position. Take it that it's a privilege for you to be in that position. Like I always say, it's still bound to what is in our mindset. So sometimes we abuse it. And when you abuse the leadership, when you abuse the privilege of leading others, when you abuse the privilege of having that authority, then you will fail flat. You will fall flat and fail. Abusing the privilege given to you. Always remember that wherever we are as a leader is the grace of God. You might work hard for it, but it is not your work hard that gets you there alone. Yes, you can work hard, but it's the grace of God. Because the many millions of people did what you did, but you were chosen to be the leader. Then the next one is abuse of the power. Oh, yes. That's where we got all this corruption, all this abuse, all this bribing, all this I don't care attitude, self-centered. Shall I continue? No. That's where we got it. Let me also remind you, when I'm speaking and sharing with you this inspirational nugget of wisdom this afternoon, it's not to judge anybody. is for us to just reassess our mindset, the state of our mind. I'm also going through it. I'm also learning every day, and I'm also getting better. So I'm not picking points to anybody. But I just believe that if we want to make it in life, if we want to be a transformational leader, if we want to be a great leader, then these are the things that we need to look in and see where we can channel our mindset to do better things. Remember my quote, without renewing of your mindset, there will be no change. Without renewing of your mindset, there will be no transformation. So if we want to make change in life, and I believe majority want to do that, we need to start renewing our mindset. Poor communication skills is also part of why our leaders failed. You need to get the right information, transport that right information to the right people at the right time. And then how do you deliver the message? How do you communicate? Because sometimes our action speaks louder than our voice. Your attitude towards what you are saying can be different. For example, if you are saying somebody you love that person and at the same time you don't want to listen to them, tell me, it doesn't work. Communication is in two ways. You listen and then you share. So if what you want to do is to impose only your own ideas to others, controlling their mindset and manipulating them, then you are not a great leader. Then you will fail. So always remember, communication skills is very important in our leadership. You cannot lead yourself, and you cannot relate only in yourself. You have to relate with others. And that is why you need to really build your communication skills to have a better communication, better conversation, better discussion, and even better understanding. So you need to use the right language, right position as a leader. You can't nag and want people to listen to you. You can't be shouting and raising your voice. No, there's a limit to that. Yes, you want to be harsh, but then there must be a level, there must be skill in it. So you need to know how to, in order for us to improve and not repeat the same failure again. Blind to current situation. Oh yes, you have to be current. That is why I said your mindset is very important. You can't base your leadership on what you've known 20 years ago. You can't use the same system you are using 100 years ago or 50 years ago to want to use it now in this 2023. You have to lead, take action, guide people based on the current situation. So you need to be active in your learning every day, watching, observing, researching, and also be current with the present situation. News. Yes, we have so many bad news all over the world. But the reason why you are a leader is because you are a solution. You are a solution to the problem. You were entrusted to be in that position because they trust you, they know you can bring solution. The best skills, the best things that the leader can do is to find solution to the problem. And how do you find solution to the problem if you don't know the correct situation? So you need to be alert, be active, be sensitive, be observant, be attentive, be alert, and know what is going on in the world. especially around you, especially in your community, especially in your country, because we are all different. There's cultural differences, traditional differences, religious differences. So that is why you need to be current, so that you will know how to channel your leadership skills. Poor self-management. Oh, yes. That's another skill as well. Poor self-management. You need to manage yourself. Very important. Love yourself. Care for yourself. Because you are going to duplicate who you are to the world. If your self-management is bad, then everything will be bad. If it is poor, it is poor. But we can develop ourselves. We can get better. Everyone you see you are admiring out there, they are developing themselves every day, emotionally, financially, physically, spiritually. They are developing themselves every day. When leaders set the wrong example, it's very, very bad. When you set the wrong example, because everybody, millions of people will be following you. Imagine me being the prime minister of a country. Imagine me being the president of a country. Imagine me being the chief executive of a very big company. And I'm setting a wrong example. I will not only fail, every one of them will fail, because you are chosen to be the leader. So these are the things we need to be checking out in our mindset, because as you are, as whatever you are thinking is who you are. And there's no ignorance, because if you are a leader, you should keep learning all these things and keep improving yourself and getting better. Remember, I said right from the beginning, no one is perfect. I don't care what position you have in the whole world. You are not perfect. And we are learning every day. So, first step to getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. You are not going to continue leading the way you are leading. You are not going to continue in that ignorance. You are not going to lead people with lack of knowledge, lack of respect. You are not going to lead people with fixed mindset. So desire to become better in life, in relationship, in business, in your leadership, by changing your mindset. To change your mindset will reflect your goals, will reflect your actions, and then you will get better. Change is needed, especially in the modern world of technology. Have you seen? Technology is taking over. And that is why we need to get better. We need to improve ourselves. We need to perform well. We need to move forward. We need to do whatever it takes for us to do as a leader. Because people are watching us. People are following us. People are learning from us. We are the pioneer of whatever you are doing. We are, or you are, the pioneer of what you've started. You are the pioneer of that mission. You are the pioneer of that great school, like Sir Pius Pandit. It's also a pioneer of moving education system to the next level. He is leading. He is a leader, our leader. And so are you also listening to me on this workshop this afternoon. You are a leader. So change is needed, especially in this world, especially in this changed world. The world is changing. You cannot afford to stand still. With change mindset, there will be no change. Without change, there will be no progress. I believe as a leader, you need progress because you want those people following you to have a new taste. You want them to progress too. If you progress, all the people following you or you are leading will progress. And that makes you a transformational leader. That makes you a great leader. That makes you an effective leader. When people that follows you can learn and they can also rise and they can move forward and progress. Change will bring efficiency, fulfillment, and satisfaction in life, even in your own life too. If only we can change our mindset, if only we can grow our mindset with great information, if only we can do the right thing and lay good example, there's always benefit of being a great leader. Characteristics of a resilience: it prevents disorder. It helps you not to break focus. It helps you to handle the changes of our time. It's an example to other people in a positive way. Live your life without any complaint, without blaming or condemning or judging. You have a place, you have the part to play in this world. Do your best, be your best, and leave the rest. The world is too short. We are here for a purpose. And once we fulfill the purpose, we are gone. Life is a journey, and we have to take responsibility of our own assignment. We have to take responsibility of our own journey. We have to focus. We have to take responsibility of everything we do, everything we say. Then you need to help to be what you want to be. Nobody will help you. You need to work it out yourself. Do you want to be a good leader? Do you want to be an effective leader? That when you look back, you can say to yourself, yes, I've done it. Even when you've gone, the people that you have already touched their lives, we continue to touch other people's lives. Have you seen? It's a duplicate, it's a generational thing. Whatever you do now as a leader, we continue. It's a continuous thing. So if you are a bad leader, then you have duplicated bad leadership. But I want to believe that every one of us, we want to make a change. We want to make a difference as a leader. We want to impact into other people's life in a positive way. And that's why we keep on renewing our mindset. The moment of truth is, I can be here all day, all night, sharing my wisdom, my inspirational wisdom, inspirational nugget of wisdom, or even teaching, as you can call it. But if you don't change your mindset, there will be no improvement and there will be no change. And it will be like going round and round like a circle, round and round like a circle. You go round, you come back, and nothing changed. But let me just share with you quickly. Wisdom is the principal thing. And in all our getting, all our information we are getting, we need to get better understanding, just as my Bible have stated it. So better understanding of life will lead us to a better and quality performance as a leader, and then fulfill in life will start by our own personal development. How are you developing yourself as a leader? Because as you are, is how you are going to present yourself out there. So if you can develop yourself, prepare yourself, then it will be easier for you to perform and impart into other people's life. Very, very important. And that will make me to quickly say, mindset is everything. This is the moment of truth, that happiness depends on our mindset. As a leader, as an educator, academician, even as a great person out there, happiness depends on our mindset. Mindset opens opportunities and learning, just as we are all here on this platform. It opens opportunity for us. It exposes us into reality of life and genuineness. Mindset is how we judge the situation and how we perceive others and how we treat ourselves and treat others. So, to round up this, our teaching today, I will say to you, the state of our mindset, especially on this topic of leadership, will depend on what you become, how you are doing things, how you are leading others, and how you are fulfilling your satisfaction and happiness. And as the word of God said, as the man thinks, so is he. So thank you so much for listening to me this afternoon, this evening, with my inspirational nugget of wisdom. And I want to seize this opportunity again to say thank you, Sir Piyush Pandey, for establishing this great international intensive university, and also to all our great partners with IIU. Thank you. We appreciate you. To the trustee and all the leaders, the educators, the ambassadors, and what can I say as well? To all the administrator team that are putting all these things together for people like us to be able to come and share comfortably on this platform. We say thank you. We also say thank you to Dr. Singer and Emina and Inga and Professor Nagda and even Professor Charles, my own very friend, for also doing great things in international intensive university. So to all my viewers, my participants, and all my listeners and trainees, thank you for trusting me to share with you this afternoon on this topic of mindset for leadership. But wait a minute, I'm continuing tomorrow again. They've given me another opportunity to share with you tomorrow. So I'm inviting you to join me on this same platform at the same time to learn and to share on mindset for leadership. Thank you, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.